Welcome to another edition of Truvo Talks. This month, we're talking tools. We're on a mission to help small businesses find technology that will help them become more productive and more efficient. Today, we're talking to Fernando Angulo, the Senior Market Researcher at SEMrush, which is an all-in-one tool suite for improving online visibility and discovering marketing insights. At Truvo, we like to call it our Swiss Army knife because it is very little that it doesn't do. It helps us with SEO, PPC, keyword research, competitive research, PR, etc., etc. So we'd like to get Fernando's insights on the small business sector and how entrepreneurs can leverage online technology in marketing themselves online. So Fernando, can you tell us why is it important for small business owners to think like marketers in today's business climate?
It's a great pleasure to be here. And as you know, the situation that we are all living today is not the situation we had 1 year ago or 2 years ago. It's completely different. The level of competition between companies, between individuals is higher. 10 years or 20 years ago, if it was a good idea to have an online presence, this year is not anymore a good idea. It's a must. It's the question of survival. You need to be online no matter what, because as everybody knows, if you are not online, you cannot go out there. You're going to be having a lot of problems in terms of visibility. You cannot promote your services. You cannot promote your products. So that's why this in this moment is not anymore a good thing to have an online visibility. It's something mandatory for everyone. The question for small businesses is that they need to have all that digital transformation. Well, everybody was thinking that it's going to be taking the next 5 years into, okay, small businesses are going to be all overall digital with a strategy. That's not going to happen. It needs to happen the fastest, the better. So this is the time when everybody needs to have an online visibility. We cannot wait anymore.
100%. So the landscape, it's become, you either online or you don't really exist to the public eye. So which features should a small business look for when choosing digital marketing tool?
In the perfect landscape of digital marketing, you need to have three things in the right place. The plan, where you want to go, of course, the goal, the plan, and the strategy. Both three aspects are really different. So the plan needs to be aligned with the goal. So mandatory, you need to have a tool that is allowing you to see every single day, every single morning, what is your main goal. You want to have more clicks, you want to track more traffic, you want to get more emails, you want to sell more, you want to acquire new leads. So what is the goal that you have? And the tool that you're going to be choosing needs to be telling you every day, this is your goal, you are about to reach your goal. The next thing that you need to have is the plan. So what is the action plan? What actually you're going to be doing? You're going to be doing email marketing. You're going to be doing, for example, paid advertising, organic search. What is the plan that you will need to follow? So step 1, 2, 3, and then you need to pick up the strategy. What is the best channel to do so, and how you're going to be performing that. So if a tool can give you the opportunity to work with your goal, set it up the plan, and go strategy by strategy with each channel, working with PPC advertising, social media advertising, content creation, that's going to be a really perfect tool that you can use.
Of course, SEMrush ticks all those boxes.
Yes.
Can you give us your opinion on the state of digital marketing currently in general, and possibly some insight into where it's heading?
Things are changing so fast during the last months. And when we thought that, okay, to expect the next Google algorithm, to expect the next social media platform, to expect the next really good digital platform for online communication, they are all already here. So we have all the major Google algorithms from the beginning of this year. They are right now like 3 or 4 of them. We have new social media platforms since the last year. So most of the content creators that went in YouTube are right now going to TikTok. We have the next platform for online videos. Well, we already have it since the last 3 years, but Zoom, of course, is one of the leaders. But there are others that are coming to this environment of digital tools. So what is important right now is to be aligned with the search results with online platforms, not only the common ones. So we need to have the multi-channel activity. If your users are on Facebook, you should be on Facebook. If your users are on Amazon, you need to go and create content on Amazon. You need to diversify your products. If your users are on TikTok, you need to go there and work with TikTok in terms of paid promotion. So one of the interesting trends is to diversify all the opportunities that you have online. You cannot go anymore with one single strategy. There is not anymore one single strategy for everything. You need to go one by one and understand what is the user behavior and how they are searching for you. It's not anymore that users, they're going to be searching for you. No, you need to go and search for the users to see where they are and create the content that's going to be solving their problem. The second big trend that we are seeing a lot that's related to big IT companies' investments in technology is the data acquisition. So there are three types of companies in the digital marketing industry. The first one is the user-centric company that is always asking the user what is your need, how we can improve. They're constantly asking for feedback of the users in order to improve their own services or products. SEMrush is one of those companies. We are user-centric. We need to question the users in order to improve our own services. The second type of companies are the one, and this is related to small businesses, they are trying to be the best on their niche with advertisement. They are the newcomers to the advertising world, so their budget on ads on social media ads is kind of small right now, but they are testing. So the small companies are testing a lot of stuff that already medium companies, they prove that it's working. And the last type of marketers are the ones that are only looking into data. So data acquisitions is something that is coming for the not only big corporations, but for the medium companies as well, in order to understand what are the patterns of user behavior, not for 5,000 or 3,000 people, but for millions of people around the globe in different languages, in different environments, in different platforms. So you need to choose which one you are. You're going to be working only in your niche, you're going to be a user-centric company, or you're going to be working with data acquisition. And the last trend that I can see for this year is, of course, voice search. Voice search, of course, is with us the last 3 or 5 years since the appearance of Cortana, Siri, Alexa. But something interesting happened this year and during the last year as well, is that the source of those replies that these devices are implementing, so the answer, if you're asking what time is it, what is the weather, or read me my messages, or what is the definition of something. So every question that you are asking to these devices, they have a source. And for most of the devices, except from the Amazon device, because that's Alexa, the source of that information is Google. And the organic results that are in Google are really different these days. You don't have anymore the chance to be number one for most of the keywords, because they already have other type of results that are called SERP features. And one of the most, I will say, beautiful ones is the feature snippet, which is a really big box. If you are in a laptop, the result is like half of your screen. The size is really big. It's prominent, so you can see it really well. And the information that is there, the 46 or 56 words that are there, are really convenient for you to resolve your question. So it is possible to drink tap water in London, or can you sell your iPhone in the second market? Whatever the question is, you will have a feature snippet. And that piece of information, that result, is the source for 89% of all the the answers for this from the search devices. So you need to be aware about that type of results in order to have a voice search reply in order to be in the future of search, which is right now happening, the voice search environment.
Fascinating. Thank you so much, Fernando. Something that I've always wondered, also just as an aspiring entrepreneur, how important is market research, would you say, to the initial stages of starting a small business?
Market research will give you all the answers to the questions that you need to ask. Who is my main competitor? How often they are using paid advertising? How often they are doing paid promotion? And what is the best product that they are promoting? Those 4 questions are the most common ones, were the most common ones 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and today it's so easy to navigate through tools to understand that. Even if you are not using any tool, you can just go into Google, type your search query or the domain of your domain and investigate. But with the help of third-party tools and third-party data, you can understand even further how many people are entering into that service, they're purchasing, they're not purchasing, the distribution between male and female consumers. You can see even the differentiation between age. There are youngers, there are older people that are buying from them. So you can have complete list of information about any competitor. So it's something that you need to have.
And SEMrush can do all of this?
Everything. We can differentiate between male and female. Another thing that we can is something really interesting. We can identify the interests of the people. So if you are selling, I don't know, sunglasses for dogs, right? So it's kind of a very interesting product. We can identify that the people who are searching for that specific product, they're also looking for other related stuff because that's their community interest, their common interest. So identifying user interest is something really good if you have a secondary or the rest of the products that can be interesting for them.
Can you briefly tell us what SEMrush offers small businesses in particular and why it's so effective?
Let's go with the size of the company. If you are a solopreneur, if you are just you and nobody else in your company, you need to have a set of tools for the whole cycle of content creation, content distribution, content promotion, and content tracking. So you need to think about what is the source of inspiration for you to write a piece of content, right? So you need to understand the volume of the keyword that you want to rank for. But that's not enough. You need to identify if people are interested on that specific keyword in terms of topic. So that's why we have a topic research tool that is telling you not the volume, not anything related to the search environment, but they're telling you how trendy, how viral the topic can be. And the most important part is telling you how many other related topics are around that keyword. So you can have not only one single keyword, because in these days you cannot rank one page for only thinking on one single keyword. You need to rank one page thinking that, okay, I can have 100 related keywords or maybe 1,000 related keywords. So you need to work with the semantics there for making more valuable that piece of content that you want to publish. So that's why we are matching the keyword research with the topic research. In that case, you are following not only the trends that Google is expecting from you for the bot, but also you are matching the expectation from the user. They have a problem. They want content in order to solve that problem that they have, or that need that they have. The second part is, okay, you are already an established company. You already have, like, let's say 2 members in your content marketing team, but you're still growing. You already have some content in your webpage, but it's not performing well. If that is your situation, the thing that you can do is perform a content audit. And we have the tools to do that. What is a content audit? So that content that is not performing well, that is in your website for the last 2 years, 3 years, is taking a lot of space in your whole domain. Is taking time from the Google bots budget crawl. So Google is entering every single day to that piece of content. Nothing is happening there. No rank is not at all. It's a really bad performing piece of content. You need to delete that content. And most of the companies, they have hundreds of pages like this, thousands of pages like this, and they're so afraid to delete those pieces of content, but they are just keeping them because they're afraid to delete them. That should not be the situation for you, because when you are uploading new content, Google is receiving that signal that, okay, you have something fresh, something new. Of course, you need to you need to publish really quality content, and you need to check if that old content needs to be repurposed. You can rewrite it, and you can republish it. If that's your situation, our tools are gonna be informing you that, okay, that's the situation. That's the same thing with keyword cannibalization. You have different pages with different content, but they are aiming for one and a single keyword. That was the situation with us. We had like 50 pieces of content, a different content, but the keyword was the same. So what is going to be the one that Google is going to be ranking for you? It's not going to be the same for 50 pieces of different content. So you need to be sure that you're publishing really good quality content. That's why you need to perform a content audit. With tools, it's more easy. It's time effective. It's cost effective. The next thing, once you have your content published, you need to monitor the results. Are you receiving links? Are you receiving visits? People are sharing, people are commenting. What is the sentiment of people when they read that? So what is the performance of the content overall? And once you have that, you can be more in peace and say, okay, if this piece of content performed really well, I need to make something better than that. So you have already your standard, and you can go and escalate that process for doing more. So that's only one specific section that you can do on SEMrush with content creation, with the life cycle of the content. But if you want to go even more technical, you need to do a site audit. Check all the technical stuff in your web page, how the interlinking is working. If you don't have any silos, you can also run link audit, backlink audit, so you can check that, okay, I have all the content that is really valuable for the users. I have several backlinks, but I'm not performing well. Well, you need to check the backlinks that other services, other domains are pointing to your website, because maybe some of them are not really good. We call them toxic links. So if you have, for example, store and you're selling bicycles, and you have a company that is in, let's say, in China, that they're selling, I don't know, ice cream, the situation is there is nothing related with one thing, location. Then the next thing is the language, and of course the product. There is no correlation between them, so that link is toxic. Of course, this is a very easy example. But imagine if you have not one of those links, you have thousands of these things. You have 50,000 of those links, and you are in different directories with all the rest of the domains that are not a good ones. So you need to clean those toxic links. In the Search Console, you need to upload a file in order to ask Google to remove those links from you, because they're giving Google a signal that your website is also doing something not very good. So all that information you need to retrieve it from Google, but you can do it inside of SEMrush. We can create that file for you, upload it immediately from Google Search Console into SEMrush, send that email to Google, and that's going to be something very easy to use. That's a second case. We have tons of cases that people can use on SEMrush, but I believe we're not going to be having time for that.
Thank you so much, Fernando. This has really been very informative and very insightful. I know that we use SEMrush with great success. Our performance marketer at Truvo uses SEMrush and really swears by it. So we just want to get your insights on the sector as a whole, and It's been very, very informative. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us and to feature on Truvo Talks. We will definitely be in touch in future and hope to keep working with you.